Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
But let's talk more about LingoTalk. But this time, let's invite its CEO, Andre Benito. Hi, Andre.
Hi there. How are you?
Okay, Andre, you've seen the previous video about LingoTalk, right? So what other points you would like to add to the previous video?
So thank you. I'm happy to be here once again in today. So I think you guys have pretty much covered LingoTalk very well. What I want to add is that our main vision is leveraging on the technology, how we can be an aggregator between our learning materials that we create in-house with our recommendation system technology that can produce a personalized materials for the users. So everybody can have their own personal materials based on their profiling and the style of their learning, and also the lesson that they have. So the aim is to cut the learning pathway by 35% in general by focusing on what matters.
All right, Andre. So from the video, we can see that every age of people can learn to LingoTalk, including children in the primary education level. So can you elaborate more for this?
Right. We have 4 segments, but currently we are building new products and focusing on developing a specific segment in early age education. So this specific product, which is going to be launched in Q4 next month, is Lingo Junior. So we cater 4 languages for kids age 3 until 15. And mostly we're also educating the parents through our first ambassador program as the acquisition channels, and also partnering up with some big names in Indonesian schools to further leverage the awareness.
Okay, and can you explain the Alibaba Cloud X Crisa Global Startup Accelerator event held by Alibaba, and how can LingoTalk represent Indonesia in the Asia Startup Accelerator program?
Okay. This Alibaba Cloud X Asia Global Startup Accelerator is actually a part of the initiative of Alibaba's Cloud Project, which aim to bring the digital transformations to some startups in Asia and also nurture fresh talents, so that startup can have the opportunity to join the global ecosystem of Alibaba and also work with some of the Fortune 500 companies. And the most important thing that we can do is develop connections with top venture capitals in Asia. So in the implementation, the organizers selected top 10 startups from various industrial sectors in Asia. We have health tech, logistics, and also some technologies they bring to the table, notably like Internet of Things, IoT, SaaS, software as a service, and also LingoTalk, which leverage on the artificial intelligence, which is AI. And the inclusion of LingoTalk to the top rank actually has proven that the education sector still holds a very important role in the foundation of the human resource quality of the nation. So with the vision of creating the efficient foreign language learning by leveraging on the technology has been fully supported by many influential parties in the world, including Alibaba.
Andre, Crisia here. What were the most crucial steps that you took to reach this level?
The very crucial part is that we understand that why we are focusing on early education while most of the edutech startups are focusing on higher education. We sometimes forget that early childhood education is the first foundation that we can build firmly to our kids. So, and also to connect with the government's agenda, which is by 10 years anniversary of Indonesia, 100 years anniversary of Indonesia in 2045, a third of Indonesia's current population is aged 3 to 15. And 20 years from now, they will be on their productive working age. They will be the future decision makers in the company. And also, this is the best moment that we can gather and we can grasp to contribute in helping them maximize their potential in language learning so they can compete globally. Because the goal of the 2045 is the human resource development, which is around the per capita thinking and also quality management, quality human resource that can compete globally in the ever-changing and disruptive workforce in the future. So yeah, I think by preparing this and leveraging on the technology, we can prepare and we can contribute to a more potential development of the human resource in India.
All right, so we can assume that you have a noble mission based on that prediction in 2045 for Indonesia by using the digital platform for the education. So talking about the next step, what's the next step for LingoTalk?
Right. The next step will all circling around the product development, of course. What we're focusing is on the quality rather than the value. So we are going to further validate the product market fit that we're creating and answer what actually customers are looking for in the language learning landscape that hasn't been answered by other players. And from there, we still on training on how we can make better and more seamless app in terms of how we can keep the users time to spend more on the apps, like creating notifications, and also go to some of the premium segments. And the end goal is to have all language certified certifications of all languages that they can take via app. But the main vision will not change, which is creating more efficient learning in the language learning in the language landscape, so people can have shorter time and more efficient way in learning.
Okay. Andre, Benito, thank you so much for your insight. Thank you for joining us on the 3-Hour News Show on C Today. Stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you, Andre.
Thank you for you guys.
Okay.